Good morning guys, I'm Judelcia Bautista and I'm here to report the soil analysis for the lesson objective. First is to define soil analysis. Second is to explain the laboratory test for soil sample. So for the slide summary is about first is to describe soil and how forensic analysis help in criminal investigation. Second is the unique property of soil. Third one is the procedure for collection of soil sample, and last is the laboratory test for soil sample. So first, soil and forensic soil analysis in criminal investigation. So soil is the upper layer of the earth in which plants grow, a black or dark brown material typically consisting a mixture of organic remains, clay, and rock particles. So ang soil ito ay isang upper layer ng earth which is pwede dito magtanim ng plants. Minsan, ang kulay ng soil is black or dark brown. So, next is forensic soil analysis in criminal investigation. So, forensic soil analysis is use of soil science and other disciplines to aid in criminal investigation. Soils are like fingerprint because every type of soil that exists has unique properties that act as identification markers. And for example, clay embedded in the sneaker of a criminal can be tracked back to a specific clay type found along a lake where a murder victim was discovered. So, this is the unique properties of soil. First is sediment. So, what is sediment? Sediment, the original solid particles that were weathered and transported. And second one is color. Color indicates its history as well as the compounds present in the soil. Gray soil can also mean that the organic material or moisture is present. Black soil suggests the same, and soil that is red, brown, or yellow generally suggested that there is iron present. So the structure of soil. Structure indicates whether a soil is composed of a single particle or not. So these pits are formed due to cementing agents such as calcium carbonates attracting the soil particle. So this is the collection of sample of a soil. First is collect samples at the various intervals within 100 yards radius of the crime scene. Second is to collect sample at all possible alibi location that the suspect gives. Third is collect only the surface layer in most cases. And fourth one is because there is a variation of a soil even at a particular location, it is important to collect standards references sample at the various interval. And lastly, need a representative sample of the soil. So last is the laboratory test. At the laboratory samples should be separated by samples from the victim and samples pertaining to the suspect. Also, each sample sets should get its own examiner. This is to avoid contaminations. If possible, samples that should be kept in different rooms. So that's all for today's discussion, and thank you for listening.